As a lot of people consider this foreign film to be the best one of the five, that a lot of people thought that this would have been the potential frontrunner at the Oscars. But that did not happen, and I'll explain that in the next review. Written, directed, and produced by Marinata, this is a father-daughter film. A sales film focused on Ines Conradi as a big businesswoman. However, the thing about it is, she is kind of that not a woman that does not want to talk about anything. But her father, which is Winfred Conradi, decided to try to cheer her up, especially for a father-daughter thing, but it didn't work out as much. So he decided to disguise himself as a big, iconic businessman, fake, named Toni Erdmann. As this film is filled with just, nothing but practical jokes and even heartful stories. Now, for this film in particular, I was very interested in how this was going to go. Because I knew that this was going to be, of course, a great father-daughter film. But, for some other reason, unlike what a lot of people thought when they saw the film, I'm not a huge fan of this film. Okay, here's the thing. First up, the acting is that fantastic. I do get it. The acting is really that great. Especially the two leading stars of the film, Peter Simon-Sesh and Sandra Hüller. They really kind of remind me of some other celebrities, but I can't think at the top of my head of this review. Another kind of problem I have a little bit is that this is, of course, a comedy. Now, here's the thing. I'm not a person that's much into comedies. Well, if you've seen the Without a Q vlogs, you might understand how it goes. But specifically in the categories for comedy films, some of the reason I don't get humor in this. Not just in this film, for other comedy films as well. Now, I do get some of them as I get older, but it looks funny, but for some other reason I can't laugh. That's kind of the thing. Humor is one of the weakest things for me, personally. It's not a bias or a flaw of the film, because it is a comedy. I do get it. But it just didn't work well for me, at least. But however, the heart of the story really does well, from the relationship of Winfred and Ines, as they really know that she realized that her father really cares about her. Especially how she's just really that busy and just doesn't care about anybody, that she realizes that she's just going herself a little bit too far for that. Now, the languages for this film are German, Romania, and even English. Yes, that's right, there are some English that is used in the film. However, for some reason, as an American saying this, I actually had mixed feelings with the English in this film. Okay, then, some of the scenes, yes, they do help me understand some of them. But for some reason, it didn't really work well for me, for some of the scenes. Well, the English scene in Land of Mine easily worked out, but I have mixed feelings with this use in this film. But out of all the things is that the movie is a little bit too long. It's around the 2 hour and 45 minute mark. The same thing that you would see films like Boyhood and even Martin Scorsese's Silence. And that's kind of the thing. Lengthy films that are that long, it would get really bored for some occasions. Well, if you are enjoyed a long movie, then, well, check out my review of O.J. Invaded America, because that was a long movie and I really did enjoy it. But for some reason, it's specifically around the 2 hours and 45 minute movies that really I don't enjoy as much. Or felt disappointed at. So, I am a person that kind of considered this okay, in my opinion. I guaranteed I probably not want to watch this film for a while, but if I have to see this again, it would probably for the American remake, if it would be good. Because the American remake was announced around February. Nados Marinatos coming in to produce this film, as well as Adam McKay, Will Ferrell, and Jessica Alba, but having Kristen Wiig and Jack Nicholson coming out of retirement to do this role. Now that is something I'm very interested to see how an American remake would do of a foreign language film. And if that would work, then I might appreciate more of the original. Especially with the humor and how it goes, and even that I have no idea what on earth Bulgarian costume that he's wearing near the end of the film. Now, if you're a person that's in the study for German, or if you're a person who wants to see a foreign film, this is a must-watch. However, this is a great watch for a perfect father-daughter film. specifically in the adult age, because this film is a rated R foreign language film. Well, the thing is, not also there are some very inappropriate jokes, but there is some nudity in the film. Yes, that's right, nudity. Like, it's not much in the film, but there's only one scene in particular in a little shot, and then one big scene when it was just an entirely, well, I don't want to get anything away, but it was kind of a mistake of a surprise, and that's when you would see him in that unknown Bulgarian costume, like you have no idea what it is. As much as a lot of people really do enjoy this film, I'm not a huge fan of Toni Erdmann. And with that, we go from Germany and go to Iran. Wait, I don't think we can go to Iran, but well, we'll talk about the film itself that actually won, which is The Salesman.